Hi guys, Amy here from ALM Fitness, and today I wanted to talk to you just about why keeping a routine when you're working from home is super important. I've just been talking to one of our members and she joined our 6-week program just 5 weeks ago now, so prior to lockdown too. She's been doing great. She's been training regularly. She's even transitioned to, the online sessions. She was coming to the in-person sessions, doing a combination actually of in-person and online. And she's obviously now transitioned to fully online. And what she's found is that the first couple of weeks with us, or a few weeks with us prior to lockdown, she was doing great. She was in a routine, her training, she was back on track with her training 2, 3, 4 times a week sometimes, and her nutrition was really on point and focused, and she was in a great routine, seeing great results. And what she's noticed since last week, so since lockdown, is that keeping that routine has been difficult, especially working from home. This has been because it's that mindset of she's working from home, she's not having that mindset of I am going to work, so I need to prepare my meal for the next day, so my lunch, for example, for the next day. And because she's working from home, she just thinks, oh, I'll make something on the day, and isn't really planning in advance. A big thing that we encourage our members to do is plan their meals in advance. It helps with headspace, it helps save time, it helps save money because you go and just buy the foods that you've planned to eat, and it just helps with the thought process, so you know exactly that you're getting plenty of variety in your meals, in your nutrition, in your diet, so you're getting plenty of protein, fats, fruits, vegetables, plenty of fibre, plenty of carbs, all the essential macro and micronutrients that you need within your diet. So if you're not planning your meals in advance, it is likely that, for this lady as an example, she's either not eating because she's like, oh well, I'll just do this little bit of extra work that needs doing because I'm working from home and it's difficult to pull yourself away from the desk, or she's just grabbing a quick fix, whatever it might be, that's quick, simple, easy to do rather than necessarily nutritious. So this is why it's really important to keep in that mindset of, if you normally, prior to lockdown, you would travel and commute to work, obviously that time is kind of wasted a little bit because you're just commuting. So utilise the time that you've got right now to plan your meals in advance. Utilise that time that you've got to prep your meals. So if you've had dinner the night before, maybe you just cook extra and take some leftovers, or you normally would take leftovers to work. But if you're working from home, just give yourself an extra portion and have that for lunch the next day. So you need to maximise the time that we've got right now, rather than kind of working more because we are working from home and commuting less. We need to think, well, actually we need to stay in that mindset that we are actually going to work. So you plan your meal the night before, whether that's a extra portion that you've made and you have that the following day, or you plan and prep your meal the night before ready to take with you to work. Obviously you're not going to commute anywhere because you're working from home, but you have it ready for your lunchtime. It takes that thought process away, it takes that stress, it takes that headspace, that thinking space away, and it's all there ready to go, which will just massively help. Another focus has been that this lady in particular, I'm using this lady as an example because I've literally just spoken to her, she would go for a walk on a lunch break normally, and again it's that whole excuse of, oh well, I'll just get this done and I'll just sit and watch the telly for 20 minutes or so, rather than going for a walk like she normally would. So therefore she's less active, which with the eating habits that aren't ideal right now, grabbing those quick and easy options that are typically higher calories because it's a less planned meal, and then moving less has meant that she's not getting the results that she desires. So it does have to, some planning does have to come into place, some thought process needs to come into place, and if you stay in that mindset that I am going to work even though you're working from home, it will massively help with your results long term. So it's important that even though our lives have been thrown off track a little bit, we've been pushed into lockdown again, The routine has changed, so we're not commuting to work, but it's important for us to keep some sort of routine and utilise the time that we've got right now to maximise our progress and to really focus on the results that we want to achieve. So make sure that, you know, don't use this lockdown as an excuse to say, oh, well, it's been locked down, I haven't been able to do everything that I've wanted to. Take a look at your day, take a look at your week, and actually it might be that you can find more time to do more things to really focus on you and your goals. So yeah, if you want any extra support, any help, guidance with your fat loss goals, obviously we'd love to help you, and it's just small tweaks and changes that we can suggest to help you with your goals long term. So hopefully that's helped. If you're struggling right now, get into that routine, get into that mindset and start planning and prepping your meals in advance. It will massively help. All right, have a great afternoon.